I think these next subjects would appreciate the cold, if not the flavor. They are just one of the many creatures at the Newport Aquarium. Since 1999, sharks have been swimming in downtown Cincinnati. Not out in traffic, but inside the Newport Aquarium, where immersing yourself with the bird and marine life is 1,000,000 gallons of fun.
Obviously, it's really cool to just watch the fish in a tank, but we put an emphasis on doing things as well. So there's always more to see and do here. We have a lot of interactive opportunities that families really seem to get a kick out of. You get a chance to touch a shark. You can pet a penguin. You can hand feed lorikeets. One of the really cool things about Newport Aquarium is the fact that we go back and either refresh an exhibit that's gotten a little older, or we build a brand new exhibit. And two recent examples of that are our Jellyfish Exhibit that we completely redid a couple of years ago, and really had a chance to bring the jellyfish from just on wall displays and bring them out into the open. So now there are 360-degree displays that people can walk around and check out a variety of species of jellyfish in a really cool way. We designed it like an art gallery because we think of jellyfish as living art. So you really get a chance to go in and just be captivated by the beauty of those amazing animals. The other recent example of an exhibit is we added the frog bog exhibit, which is completely different than jellyfish. Jellyfish is serene and calm and peaceful. Frog bog is loud, energy, bright, fun. Kids have a climber that they can climb through and sort of a play area, but the cool thing is we have species of frogs in tanks that are sort of hidden throughout that display. So kids have discoveries that their parents don't even have. So they get to go check out a new species of frog and then slide down the slide and tell their family all about it. It's a really cool way to learn and really gets the kids excited about it as well. The Surrounded by Sharks exhibit is definitely one of the highlights here at Newport Aquarium. It's 380,000 gallons of salt water, featuring a variety of not only sharks, but some different fish. You literally walk among the sharks. The sharks will swim over top of you, they'll swim under you. You get to press your face up against the glass and really see what it's like from their perspective. It's a really cool way to experience it.
One of the things that we do here at the Newport Aquarium is try to educate our guests as to the importance of a lot of these animals. And what we try to do is dispel a lot of the myths that surround sharks. By displaying a large variety of sharks in our Surrounded by Sharks exhibit, people are able to actually see those sharks up close, something that they may not otherwise be able to do. One of the things that we try to do here at the Newport Aquarium is what we call getting beyond the glass. We have an exhibit here called Shark Central, where people can touch a variety of smaller sharks from around the world. So it's a really neat, interesting experience. People are amazed at how the sharks feel, how different each one of the species of sharks feel too. And they come away being able to tell their friends and family that they had a really cool experience of actually being able to touch these sharks.
But if petting sharks isn't really your style, there are plenty of other marine and land animals to visit.
Penguin Palooza is an immersion exhibit into what is all penguin. If you want to know anything about penguins, this is the place to be this year. There are rockhopper penguins along with our king penguins, those majestic animals with the big yellow bibs, the gentoo penguins, which are the third largest penguin in the world, and our chinstrap penguins. They rule the roost in that exhibit. You can't really tell, they're one of the smallest birds, but they really push the kings around. We also have a penguin encounter where we have African penguins. You can do the African penguin encounter, which spends about 20 minutes with our biologists and learn what it's like to be an African penguin in our exhibit here at the aquarium, as well as what we do at the Newport Aquarium for global penguin conservation. Well, it is very important for you as a family, moms, dads, kids, to come visit zoos and aquariums around the country. When you can get closer to the animals, it makes you feel more like you want to do things for the animals. Animals need our help throughout the world for conservation. When you come to the aquarium and get to see the animals up close and personal, just beyond the glass, you really see how wonderful these species are. You really want to be an ambassador for these animals when you go to school, when you go to work. So we try to make these exhibits fun and entertaining so you will actually learn something in the fun way, and then also see how wonderful these animals are in the exhibits that we create for them.
It really does take an army to run this, and we're a well-oiled operation. We're pretty proud of everything we're doing here.
And be sure to visit www.newportaquarium.com for all the latest exhibits, feedings, and behind-the-scenes activities.